Very few teenagers feel their communication service providers, that's telecoms, internet, cable and satellite businesses, offer services they want. That's according to a new global survey of 15 to 18-year-olds commissioned by the software and services provider Amdocs. Teens identify more with individual apps or games, and this is going to cause problems in the next 5 to 10 years unless operators change what they do. Well, to discuss this, we're joined in the studio today by Vincent Rousselet, Amdocs Vice President of Market Insight and Strategy. I'm Sarah Lockett. Welcome to the Business Debate. Vincent, welcome to the London Stock Exchange studios.
Delighted to be here, Sarah.
What is this disconnect between teens or younger consumers and their telecoms companies or their operators?
Well, we found in our research that only 12% of teenagers, 15 to 18-year-old, actually believe that their operators provide relevant services to them. And these are the consumers of the future. So there's really a lot of work for operators to become relevant again.
What should communication service providers or CSPs be doing then? What should they be offering?
There's a big trend in terms of digital transformation. So all of these companies are changing into digital companies, not just for teenagers, but for all of us and also for businesses, their customers too. This comes in 2 or 3 parts. First of all, it's about changing the services they provide. So today we think of simple calls and data. There might be more interesting things like TV packages. There might be things like connected car, connected health. The second part is really about how you bring the services to us, the consumers. And again, today, slightly old-fashioned, perhaps stores and call centers. There's new things around mobile apps, mobile portals, online. All of that stuff is yet to be built and to be expanded in a very connected way.
So they should be maybe developing their own apps or partnering with existing app developers. But is that very scary? Is that too far from what they're already doing?
We see a lot of experiments, so people are trying to do that, and a lot of partnership going on between, on the one side, an operator, and on the other side, people like Google or Facebook. So that's happening today, and I think that's probably the better route, and certainly we can help with providing those connections. Scary, yes it is. I mean, certainly when I talk to customers, they say that's probably the hardest thing I will ever do, because we have to change all of these different dimensions all at the same time, whilst keeping the ship going. All of that is tricky.
And so how do you practically help them on that journey to develop in that direction?
So we've been in the business of telecom for 30 years, over 30 years now. And I think when we're able to say to our customers is, look, we've been doing this a lot. We have managed the most difficult transformation around the world. You can trust us to deliver. We actually will not walk away. We will stay with you, stay the course and make it happen. This is in terms of services, portfolio, channels, but also the internal transformation, becoming more agile, and also using data in a very different way to enable better decisions for these operators.
Now, tech companies can get very caught up with the technology and the capabilities of the technology, and Amdocs started off as a software company. So what would you say about that?
Well, we are now a full service and software company, and the way we've actually grown and remained relevant to our customers is, I think, is by being very customer-centric. We research the market very regularly, and we want to make sure that we are perhaps ahead of the curve. The example of the teenagers, these are again the consumers of tomorrow. Looking at 5 years, they will be in the workplace. They will be perhaps making decisions about who buys what and how they use for their own personal life those services too.
And how are you transforming what you do as a company to sort of lead or show the way to your customers?
We started off as a billing company, and we've really increased our capabilities over the last 5, 6 years with acquisition, with innovation, with R&D. And we now do things which nobody thought we would be able to do perhaps 3 years ago. Mobile financial services is a good example of this. We work with many operators in India, the Philippines and Latin America, for example, helping their consumers use the mobile phone as the tool to transact money. And that's a very new departure for us, but it's very relevant for our customers.
And you've said that the communication service providers, the AT&Ts, the Telefonicas, the O2s, should be going after the enterprise market, the business market. Mm-hmm. How are you helping them with that? What should they be doing?
I think the first point to realize in that sector of the enterprise market is a lot of poor quality today. So some of the solutions we bring to the discussion is how do you take an end-to-end view of, for example, an order. If I'm selling something to one of my key customers out of Vodafone, I want to make sure that that company with maybe 10 factories can connect them all. And what I'm selling to those 10 sites actually can work. And that's sorely lacking today.
All right, well, really interesting. Vincent Rousselet from Amdocs, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And remember to check in and look at some of our other films that we're making on subjects such as healthcare innovation, smart cities, and also the circular economy, to name just three. Bye-bye for now.